The first animal discovered that doesn't require oxygen to survive is Heneguia salmonicola, a tiny parasitic cnidarian related to jellyfish and corals. Key facts about Heneguia salmonicola. Discovery. Found in 2020, this parasite lives in salmon muscle tissue. Anaerobic adaptation. Unlike all other known animals, it lacks mitochondria, the organelles that use oxygen for energy. Instead, it likely gets energy through anaerobic processes, possibly absorbing molecules from its host. Simplified biology. It has lost most of its mitochondrial genome, along with other cellular structures needed for aerobic respiration. Why is this significant? Previously, all known animals were thought to depend on oxygen, at least at some life stage. This discovery challenges that assumption and shows that evolution can lead to extreme adaptations, even abandoning a fundamental trait like aerobic respiration. Other anaerobic organisms, like some bacteria and archaea, exist, but H. salmonicola is the first known animal to join this oxygen-free lifestyle. Would you like details on how it might generate energy without oxygen? How does Heneguia salmonicola survive without oxygen? Since Heneguia salmonicola lacks mitochondria, or has highly reduced versions called mitosomes that don't perform aerobic respiration, it must rely on alternative energy-producing pathways. While its exact metabolism isn't fully understood, scientists have proposed a few possibilities based on similar anaerobic organisms. Anaerobic fermentation, like some single-celled organisms. In the absence of oxygen, many microbes, like yeast, use fermentation to break down sugars into simpler molecules, for example, lactic acid or ethanol, producing a small amount of ATP. H. salmonicola might absorb nutrients, like glucose or amino acids, directly from its salmon host and ferment them for energy. Hydrogenosome-like organelles, found in some anaerobic parasites. Some anaerobic microbes, for example, Giardia trichomonas, use hydrogenosomes, modified mitochondria that generate energy by converting pyruvate into hydrogen, CO2, and ATP without oxygen. H. salmonicola might have similar structures, possibly derived from its degraded mitochondria. Stealing ATP directly from the host, kleptogenesis. Some intracellular parasites, like Microsporidia, hijack ATP from their host's cells. Since H. salmonicola lives inside salmon muscle, a nutrient-rich environment, it might directly steal energy-rich molecules like ATP instead of making its own. Alternative electron acceptors, rare in animals but possible. Some bacteria use molecules like sulfate or nitrate instead of oxygen in respiration. If H. salmonicola has retained enzymes for this, it might use compounds from the salmon's metabolism as electron acceptors. Why did it lose aerobic respiration? Living inside a host provides a stable, oxygen-poor environment where aerobic respiration isn't necessary. Over time, its mitochondrial genes likely degraded because they weren't needed, a common trend in parasites, which often lose unnecessary functions. Is it the only oxygen-independent animal? So far, yes, but other anaerobic animals might exist, especially in extreme environments like deep-sea sediments or hydrothermal vents. Would you like details on how scientists confirmed it doesn't use oxygen? Hint: genetic sequencing and microscopic studies revealed its missing mitochondrial genes.